Saskatchewan, you know SaskTel because we're everywhere. Because being everywhere keeps us connected to you. With SaskTel sponsorships, we get to be part of your community. We're here with you, and we're here for you. It's easy to get started. All you need to do is apply. SaskTel cares. Always has, always will. To apply for sponsorship, visit sastel.com/sponsorships.
So the unique thing about Stringham is, although we've grown, we still maintain the small town law feel.
And it's important to Stringham to go into those communities, to provide those high-level legal services to our community members, and to live in those communities, to support those communities, and to help those communities grow and thrive.
CURLSASK is proud to announce Friday, January 27th as the Affinity Credit Union Curling Day in Saskatchewan. We reached out to Saskatchewan for help with creating a new t-shirt design for this special day. We received over 20 submissions from people all over the province. But there could only be one winner. Congratulations to Amy Fredette from the Estevan Curling Club. CURLSASK is so excited to use this design for our Provincial Day of Curling on January 27th.
Sometimes curling just isn't as fun as it can be on the Nintendo Switch. With up to 4 players per console, you can enjoy curling with your friends and family anywhere, anytime. Let's play curling. Available now only on Nintendo Switch.
Welcome back, curling fans, to our women's junior provincial final game. My name is Ryan Parent, and I'll be providing commentary and production along with my co-commentator Drake May. How you doing today?
I'm doing wonderful. Yourself?
Great.
Yeah, we're set up for a really good final. Looking forward to it all. Kessel against Kleiter. Should be a good one. I had the chance to watch the Kessel team play this morning, and they played a really good game against Kesseline and beating them in the final end. I think they won by 2. And yeah, it should be a really good game against both these teams. I know they played each other earlier this event, and it was a really good game, so it should be a really good one.
Yeah, I'm expecting it to be close. An early miss there by Kleiter, flashing that open hit. And I think we're going to see a center guard being put up here.
I definitely got to get the guards up in the first end and something to come around.
Looks like they were actually trying to sweep that one into the house, but came up just short.
Yeah, which isn't it isn't a bad spot. They can definitely come around it, and it's their own rock, and very easy to tap back later in the end if they need to.
Yep, or if this hit and roll is made, the run back will be there.
Exactly. So overall, it's a good way to miss it.
Yeah. This was hanging out again. They missed it on the wide side on their first attempt, and this time they're going to hit a quarter rock and roll out. Just going to leave a free draw for Team Kessel right off the bat.
Yeah, I would assume that they will go around this guard that they just put up. Yeah, one thing I'm going to do in later ends here is I got actual information from the Kessel team, from the fan base here, especially the grandma. I got some information about each of these players for the Kessel team. I'll show later on because they wanted that live and probably review it after this live feed is done, which will be fun for them to listen.
Yeah, that's one great thing about these curling stadium broadcasts. For me personally, I played a lot of events in Leduc this year, and curling stadium covered just about every game, and it's really nice to go back and look, and you can review the game.
Oh, I do that all the time here in Swift Current when I play Tuesday night men's or Thursday night super leagues. If I have a really good shot or if I did something wrong, I can go back on the replay and see, okay, what exactly happened, or if someone takes a fall or a trip, we can go and laugh it off afterwards. Well, it's definitely a great thing to have these cameras. It's definitely hopefully more clubs get them in the rink in the future, because it's definitely a positive side to all of this. So it looks like they're electing to take this yellow one out.
Yeah, try to roll it under the now corner guard. Looks pretty close.
Yeah, it looks really close. Get a little bit of a roar. Pretty good shot. Oh, quarter buried, so it's not 100%.
Yeah, I like this call playing the nose run back. Leave your shooter there for a corner guard and kill both those reds. I like it more.
It is. Yeah. Yeah, it's a good shot because if they don't, Kessel might go around those stagger guards, which would be more difficult to get to afterwards. So it's not a bad shot call. It's overcurling a little bit.
Yeah, rubs both of the rocks and we'll kill the back one. Looks like they just bumped that top stone into the house.
Yeah, that might be a factor later on the end. We'll see how things turn out. It's definitely close, that red one. So it looks like they're electing to go around that red one that was just bumped.
Might be too early to say, but it seems like it's curling more right to left. Because we had Kleiter wide twice on that intern side, and then with the outturn, it curled a lot. So I wonder if you seem to notice that, or...
Yeah, it's too early to tell. I guess by the second end, we'll get a better read on what the ice is doing and on both sides. And one thing that I've noticed is our ice makers here, they've done a fantastic job keeping the ice very consistent. Nothing a lot changed. And yeah, hands down to all of our ice makers and keeping the ice the way it is. Getting a lot of curl in this ice, so which is good.
Yeah, it's been looking really good. Oh, shit.
See what this one ends up. All right. Looks like it's just going to be an open end for this first end. Try to save some time for the future ends because tend to have a few more rocks then. Yeah, overall, like what I've been getting from a lot of our fans and staffs is this event's been a great turnout. During the day, a lot of people can't make it due to work, but in the evening, it's been filled up here on the top floor in the lounge, and great to see a lot of all of the support that we've been getting with all these events that we've been hosting here in Swift Current lately, and quite a few with the men's being bunch of people that we had, like Kevin Curry and Nicholas Dean coming, and then the women's bunch of people that we had before the men's. We had like Trinazoni come from Switzerland, and then we had Deanna Jen from Germany come, a lot of big names from other countries. and hopefully next year we can have them come back. This coming November, we have the mixed nationals coming here in Swift Current, so that will be a huge opportunity for people to see all the big names come in Swift Current.
It's hanging out again on this wide turn, but this should be fine. It's nice controlled weight.
Here it comes. Yep.
Oh wow.
Whoa.
Never
That
mind.
really took a big curve.
Yeah, I think it was just light. Maybe caught some frost out there because neither of those rocks left the house.
No, which is a huge opportunity for Kessel to count 2 if they make this shot. And that if she makes this shot, that will be a good opportunity to force Kleiter to take 1, which is a win for Kessel not having hammer in the first end.
Absolutely.
And throughout the game, I'll try to keep an update on the men's game that's going on, the finals there, between Ede and I think it's Bryden.
Yep, believe so.
So I'll try to keep an update on that game as well for everyone who's watching.
And the Alberta Scotties just finished up. I'd like to give a shout out to Team Skrillex for winning that, and they'll be participating in the Scotties. Very young team. I've known them all for quite a while. So congratulations to them for beating Scheidegger in the final there.
Yeah, I know Scheidegger's team a little bit, and that's a tough team to go up against. And congratulations to our Alberta champions.
Last stone here, just nose hit to take 1. And no doubt there.
All right.
So Kessel gets the force. Kleiter goes up 1-0 after the first end.
CURLSASK is proud to announce Friday, January 27th as the Affinity Credit Union Curling Day in Saskatchewan. We reached out to Saskatchewan for help with creating a new t-shirt design for this special day. We received over 20 submissions from people all over the province. But there could only be one winner. Congratulations to Amy Fredette from the Estevan Curling Club. CURLSASK is so excited to use this design for our Provincial Day of Curling on January 27th.
There's no doubt running any kind of farm comes with day-to-day challenges. We built a new facility 2 years ago. Technology has totally revolutionized dairy farming. Sask Milk gives us the tools to provide high quality standard of milk, making sure our equipment is all well taken care of, make sure that those animals are housed and cared for appropriately. They continue to push us with their standards to make sure that it just gets better and better.
Today, online bullying is more common than ever, but there is help. SaskTel wants to solve this problem. It's why they created Be Kind Online. If you're a victim of online bullying or know someone who is, or even if you just want to stop it from happening to anyone, this is a place to learn what you can do. You can find lots of tools and tips to help you stand up to cyberbullying. Be Kind Online is a place to learn how to stay safe as well, to learn best practices and plans to stop cyberbullying before it even has a chance.
Okay.
Ooh, what happened to this rock? It's way up there.
Must have picked something that got the wrong turn on, unfortunately.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Baked hard.
Yeah, she threw it good and then just picked something unfortunately and took the other turn and resulted in the miss. Okay, now with the Kessel's team going, I do have some, like I said, I do have some information about each of the players. I'm going to start off with the lead. The lead's name is Hannah Rugg, and I see that she's in grade 12 student. She's been curling since grade 3 from Regina, and I got her nickname Lil General. And Lil General, Lil General. So yeah, it's interesting. I would like to know how they got these nicknames, but yeah, it's that's Hannah Rugg, and she's from Regina. So I'm glad that the team's family gave me all this information. It's fun little infos about all the players. So I'll just give more info on players as the ends go. So it looks like they're trying for the hit and roll over top. Oh, that's a great shot.
Yeah, that rock is dead frozen.
Yes, that one would take maybe 2 rocks to get out. Well, looks like we're going to have some aggressive in this end, a couple of freezes, which is good. I haven't watched the Kleiter team at all this weekend, but right before the game, I enjoyed all the enthusiasm that they had. They were doing some dancing and TikTok videos. I don't know if they were making actual TikTok, but they had some enthusiasm, which I love. Just gets the hype of the team going, especially for the final. You don't see that a whole lot.
Yeah, both teams looked really loose and happy to be here. Not too many nerves, or maybe that's just their way of dealing with the nerves.
That's a good possibility. Yes. All right, it looks like they're going to try hitting that red rock, which would be a good play because that yellow rock's not going in well because it'll jam on that back red one.
Yeah, kills both the reds. Yellow stays put.
All right.
Fortunately, lose their shooter, but that's all right.
That's okay. Looks like Kessel's going to go after that yellow one and try to keep it pretty blank as of right now. See what happens. Looks like it's going well. Looks like a nose hit. Nope. It looks like it just hung around on my point of view.
Yeah, I believe it's still in the house, so Madison Kleiter is going to choose to hit the stone out.
And just an update on the men's game. Looks like Bryden took one in the first to be up 1-0 over Ede. Both of those teams on the men's side have curled very well this past event, and looking forward to what the outcome for that game will be.
So this hit rolls out, and yeah, Elizabeth Kessel is going to just peel off the center guard. I like this call. You could also draw around it, but
you can. Depends. Yeah, it depends if you want to be conservative the rest of the end or be aggression. But either or, it's that guard, it's opposition rock, so they can use it, and so that's maybe what Kessel was thinking. Looks like Kleiter is making the decision to go around that red guard. Line looks pretty good. Might be a little light, but the sweepers are going hard at it. Just a touch light. All right. Looks like Kessel's planning to go around the two guards, which is a good call. They're staggered a little bit, but
I think both run backs will be available unless this draw really curls underneath. Might take the yellow run back away.
Yes, if you can get to the forefoot, that's a good spot to be. Looks like it just went a little deep. Allow Kleiter to drop to it. Overall, that was a good attempt. It's tough to know what draw weight is at this early of the game, but they'll figure it out. Okay. Line looks okay. Weight looks it's pretty good. Just gotta get it there a little bit more. Oh, look. This looks like a good shot. Very nice shot.
Yeah, it's a really good shot. Just the right distance. If you're any deeper, and I think the Team Kessel can draw on top and be shot, but it's right at that distance where if you tap it back, I think the yellow stone will remain shot.
Yeah, no, it was a very good shot by Team Kleiter. What I would do if I was Team Kessel now is I would come down with the exact same weight that Kleiter did and just unfreeze that yellow one, so they have to have a shot to get that yellow one.
Yeah, maybe enough weight to bump your red as far as possible, but keep the red in the house just in case you can get it counting on your last.
Yeah, keep bump it back just a foot or
yeah,
two.
Maybe three or four.
Yeah, that would looks like that's definitely going to be the call that they were doing. And then you have a good chance to get your deuce in this end. Oh, she had quite a bit of weight to that.
It's got a curl. Just gonna go right by everything.
Right by everything,
I
yeah.
think she just threw that a bit harder than she wanted to.
I think so. And that resulted in it not curling up the way she wanted it to. So this will,
Madison can freeze a second rock on top. And if they come up late and just guard, that's completely fine.
yes, for sure. I would opt to freeze right on top of the own yellow one, and then that will make it very tough for Team Kessel to score. However, you do not want to touch that yellow one to bump the red one, or that might generate a double attempt. So, as light's bet a good miss, right on top is the best shot.
Yes.
This one looks a little hot, staying out there.
Yeah, that ran
No tick.
a little heavy and might have left the double for two.
The double's definitely there. Hit a quarter rock, and that'll take both yellows out and get the two.
Yeah, just as he said, it was important that they were light there, if anything. Didn't want to miss it heavy and risk giving up, leaving a double,
Right.
which is exactly what they had done.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was seeing, and fortunately they were, and this results in the double, like I said, for the two. Okay, so now while they're doing the timeout, I'm just going to do another shout out to one of the players here that I got the information for. So I'm going to do the fifth player. Her name is Claudia Lascelle, and she's the spell. Her nickname is Claudina. Don't know how she got that name, but it's interesting. And she's a grade 11 student and in Regina, and she's been curling for 7 years. Okay.
Interesting. Looks like they might be playing the intern at this stone.
The intern. I would have thought they would have tried the outturn, but
yeah, it looks a bit more natural.
Way.
You don't have to worry about that center guard, but either one should be makeable.
Yeah, either one. You just gotta throw it good and get about a quarter rock on the one that's on the side 4 foot. Should get the double for two. All right. It's looking pretty good. Just got to get off that center line a little bit more.
Yeah, it's off and.
Oh, looks like a good. Oh, great shot! Get it out! Get it. Great shot by Kessel to get a two.
Imagine being able to stream every curling game from every sheet from any event, be it your Wednesday league game, bonspiel, or corporate event. Curling Stadium offers an all-inclusive streaming solution featuring high-quality cameras, ease of use, great reliability, and minimal installation. Offering your sponsors customizable ad space on your streamed curling games and being able to sell video packages to your corporate events for increased revenue. With Curling Stadium, you can stream to any device, be it your mobile phone, tablet, or computer. Push the feed to your desired platform, be it Facebook, YouTube, or any other social media. Curling Stadium is simply the way forward. Where it's commonplace in other sports to televise every game, we want to do the same. Curling is a global sport, and it's time it gets the coverage it needs. Make your curling club the next Curling Stadium.
The roaring game. We all love it, but sometimes curling just isn't as fun as it can be on the Nintendo Switch. Go get stuck in your curling club this year. Learn the game inside and out. Play for your favorite country and take the curling world by storm. With up to 4 players per console, you can enjoy curling with your friends and family anywhere, anytime. Let's play curling. Available now only on Nintendo Switch.
We're back in the third end. Great last shot there by Team Kessel to get their deuce in the second end.
Yeah, it was a very good shot. Just a little mistake by Kleiter, but... And just to update on the men's team, Team Eid got 2 in the second to be up 2-1 over Bryden. Team Kessel trying to go around this yellow guard here. Looks like it's going to be a good shot. Didn't go too deep. Right. Looks like the line was good, just a couple feet too deep. That results in behind the tee line. Is she opting to take this red one out?
Looks like it. Probably see almost half. Get the hit, keep the blank alive. Playing pretty defensively.
Yeah, if they wanted to go for the 2, they could go and draw in front of the tee line using the red rock to their advantage, but this isn't too bad of a choice either, as it's still early in the game. Looks like Kessel's opting to go with the hit here and roll behind. Let's go and get...
Rolls out over the top.
Right, looks like they're electing to go top 8 foot behind the yellow guard.
Yeah, now that red rock's further away from the button, more open rings.
Yeah,
they figure it's worth trying to score 2 now.
Oh, for sure. Looks like it's a little hot.
Just glide through the back of the house. Now, I think Kessel's going to have a draw around to sit 2.
Yep. Definitely put the pressure on Kleiter, getting a couple rocks in play that she has to chase after. All right, I'm just going to do another player info about one of the team members for Kessel. The next one is Maya. She's the second. Her curling nickname is Pitbull, which I like. It sounds like a very aggressive name for a curler, but Pitbull is a nickname. She's in grade 11 from White City, and she's been curling for 8 years.
This whole team's quite young, hey?
Yeah, the team is very young. I see most of them are still in high school, grade 11, and yeah, they have a bright future ahead of them if they continue curling competitively in these bonspiels. It's great to see all these young curlers come out, and it definitely helps the game overall. Very nice shot by Team Kleiter. Partially buried, which makes it more difficult with that red rock at the back. They can jam it, so Team
Yeah,
Kessel has to be careful.
I think this run back is lined up pretty well. Just hit it a little bit high side, get a bit of a drag effect, and
Yeah, oh for sure. That's what she's calling.
switch to the turn though. I don't think you want to hit this low side, or it might drag right by the yellow rock right into your back red one.
Yeah, you are right about that. I would have probably gone with the other turn as well, but we'll see how this works out.
Yeah, how much is? Yeah, it drags right by. I think they should have been playing the other turn there, but it's
Yeah.
okay.
Okay, so it looks like Kleitner is opting to do a draw here. Line looks pretty good. Weight might be a little bit down, but oh, they just got it by.
Nice shot.
That's a very good shot. Definitely puts the pressure on Team Kessel to make a good shot on this next one. Looks like she's opting to do the red run back.
They really seem to prefer these inside out turns. Again, this one feels a bit more natural playing the outside in.
Yeah, it already depends what the ice is doing and the player's preference, what turn they like. I know typically on most curlers in turn tend to curl a lot more than the out turn. That's just natural, but it all comes down to preference on what they want. I know one thing is if the rocks are curling really hard going one direction, they tend to curl a lot less going the opposite direction on that same side of sheet. So it all depends what they like to do.
They did get a little fortunate rub on the roll there off the back of the corner guard and rolled into the house, which is nice.
Mm-hmm. Looks like this is a little hot. Definitely don't want to slide through. Looks like she did. So that's a miss by Team Kleitner.
There's going to be a double chance now.
Yes, this double will allow that one red rock that's behind the corner guard to come and play for sure. Looks like it's staying out there, but there it comes. All right. Looks like they're looking at the hit and roll across.
There's a couple options here. They could draw to either side of the house. They could play the hit and roll, or now they're also looking at splitting their own yellow stone.
Yeah, that's for sure. It all comes down to what they feel most comfortable doing. Oh, looks like they're having a timeout with the coach.
I think the split is good. Just play with the outturn, a little bump and roll under the red one, bump your yellow one in the opposite direction, back to like back 4 on the other side of the house.
Oh, for sure.
If you make that good, there won't be a double.
Sometimes I wish I had a drawing pen like Rush Hour does on TV, so I can show people who's watching what we're thinking. But I don't have that option right now, so
that's the next step in our production journey is getting the commentary booth ability to draw on screen. I'll be sure to talk to Jerry and John about that.
Yeah, please put in the request. Say that I'm putting in that request. I get a pen to make a drawing.
Will do. They're playing the hit and roll here.
Looks like it's killing quite a bit on them.
Doesn't get quite the roll they were looking for. We'll leave another double, but if it's missed, it'll be a pretty wide open deuce. Big shot here.
Yep, this is a shot that Kessel needs to make here.
It's hanging out a bit, or no, it's coming up actually. Right on the money.
Very good shot by Kessel.
So it'll be a draw, touch 8-foot to force.
Yep, very good shot by Kessel to, like you said, to force the single point and then gain the hammer back.
These type of shots as a skipper are always the most nervous because it's the type of shot where you absolutely have to make it. You can't give up a steal at 2 here. And it should be makeable for the most part. You're only hitting 8 for like how hard that can be, but
for sure.
You can't lose focus, so you still have to
No, that's one of the biggest things about being a skip is you have to make sure you have good draw weight, because if you don't have draw weight, it's very tough to get any points and win any games. But these two teams, they made it to the final, so they have really brought the game along when it comes to drawing.
With that said, the draw is made. Tie game going into fourth.
At Viterra, we believe in the power of connection. Our world-leading agriculture network connects producers and consumers to supply top-quality food ingredients each and every day. Our team takes great pride in working closely with farmers to help feed the world. It's something we've been doing for over 100 years. And as an industry leader, we're dedicated to playing a critical role in meeting the needs of a growing world. Because together, we're stronger and achieve more.
There's no doubt running any kind of farm comes with day-to-day challenges. We built a new facility 2 years ago. Technology has totally revolutionized dairy farming. Sask Milk gives us the tools to provide high quality standard of milk, making sure our equipment is all well taken care of, make sure that those animals are housed and cared for appropriately. They continue to push us with their standards to make sure that it just gets better and better.
Saskatchewan, you know SaskTel because we're everywhere. Because being everywhere keeps us connected to you. With SaskTel sponsorships, we get to be part of your community. We're here with you and we're here for you. It's easy to get started. All you need to do is apply. SaskTel cares. Always has, always will. To apply for sponsorship, visit sastel.com/sponsorships.
We're back here in the fourth end. Nice center and guard to start off the end, and Team Kessel will be drawing around.
Yeah, and just an update on the men's game that's going on. Just a couple of sheets from the ladies' game. Looks like Ryan got one in the third to make it tie after 3. That's a really good game happening over there. There's been a lot of rocks in play, but only 1 or 2 points every end, so it's been really good.
Yeah, I watched the semifinal game for the men's, or did commentary for it, and I was really impressed by Logan Eade and his team. They were shooting great.
Yeah, they had a really good semifinal game.
I was really impressed with his last shot. He had a double to win, and he looked so nonchalant throwing that double. He's like, yeah, he was certain he was gonna make it the whole way down.
Yeah,
No worries at all.
I watched that one. He had the option to draw or take out, and he opted to take it out, which is most comfortable for him, and got him the win. So it was great to see. It looks like we have a good end setting up here for the ladies. Couple of rocks in play. Looks like this one's a little hot. We'll see what. Okay. And Clayton opting to freeze on top of that red one just behind the tee line here in the forfeit. Oh. Both sweepers are hard on it right now. Looks like it's a little light, but
If you're gonna buy it, could be good. It does get by.
look at this.
A shot.
Yeah, sweepers helped that one all the way. Good job by both sweepers. That was just by.
Run back or a straight peel here.
Straight pure, yeah. So I'm just going to do another team player info session here. This one is the third, Tessa. So she's a first-year university at U of R, and it looks like she's taking. She's going to be an RN from White City. She's curling for 11 years, and I like her nickname, Shooter McGavin. That is, I always like that name coming from Happy Gilmore's. But yes, her nickname is Shooter McGavin.
Let's get the call here is just to replace the guard. Set up pretty nicely in the house. So.
It is, yes. Has to curl a little bit, get to that center line.
Hopefully not go too deep. We'll stop.
That's a good spot. Very good shot. Looks like Kessel is going to try to take that guard off that was just placed.
Yeah, I think if they can hit just 7/8 on the high side and try to clip that top 8 yellow on the way by would be ideal.
Looks like
I'm
she's
just going to
got
get the straight peel.
Yep. I wouldn't be surprised if they replace the guard up again.
Yeah, I think they'll try to maybe leave it about 5 or 6 feet shorter this time, so that there's less, it's less easy to make the run back.
Right, a tougher run back, yeah. And for Team Kessel, I wouldn't be surprised that eventually she'll try to draw one on going to the other side to freeze up to that yellow one that's on the button. But there's still a few rocks to play in this end, so.
Yeah, I don't think you can place that guard any better than right there. Probably have to do a couple more peels, and then, as you said, eventually you just come down and freeze that rock in the back button.
Okay, another good peel. I'm thinking that they'll replace the guard here. Oh, timeout. All right.
I think I like another guard still for now. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I like the guard right now because you're sitting pretty good with those 2 yellows and the 2 reds behind the tee line for backup.
Yeah, Team Kessel's gonna have to make a move in the house before you do, so I think just keep guarding for now is fine.
Yeah. And they know what the ice is doing for guards for this, so they should know what it does.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like it's a little light, so may not get over to where they need it to be.
Yeah, I left a double open on this one.
All right, and I'm pretty sure that Kessel will go after it. Her opportunity here to get those yellow out, at least one of them. The yellow rock that was just thrown, I think it's edge on edge, so it makes the double a little tough. So, but a nose hit would be a good shot.
Yeah,
Stick right there.
no hitter, even slightly high. Try to pick that yellow off clean, so keep your red shooter or red back A1 in.
As long as you don't jam on the red one, that's very good shot.
Yeah, get the one out and roll. And now they're sitting second, third, and fourth, so it's starting to get a bit scary for Team Kleiter.
For sure. Yes, Kleiter definitely has to make a move. Try to get at least one of these rocks out or eliminate possible damage.
My first saw would probably be this red double from the top right 8-foot one, from the skip's perspective into the back left 8-foot one.
Mm-hmm.
And if you hit it thick, you can get the roll instead, which is what they're looking at right now.
Yep. Definitely a key shot here, not having hammer. You want to make sure you get the nice hit and roll. Make it a little bit more difficult for Kessel. Has to make its way over. It's staying pretty straight.
This might touch their own yellow one. Ooh, bumps both of those stones.
It looks like the shooter made its way out of the rings.
Yeah, so now this shot, you want to try to hit and roll to the wide side of the house. And
Yeah,
hopefully you can keep all three reds in. But if you lose your shooter or if you lose that back A1, still okay.
Yeah, I'm thinking you don't have to throw regular weight. You can throw like hack weight and make sure you keep your shooter around.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you don't always have to throw regular takeout. A lot of times you want to throw a little down weight so you can keep your shooter around. I like this call. It's curling quite a bit on him. Might get the nose hit jam.
It does jam and it rolls off just a bit, so it's not exactly frozen anymore. It's kind of tricky to hit this one and not leave a double, though.
Yeah, you gotta. If anything, you want to hit and roll behind, like she indicated there, or if you want to hit on the high side, get enough of a roll to count first and second, not leave a double. But it's tough. It's because they'll be so close together.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think rolling under the guard is the best bet. and hopefully you just clip your own yellow and it sticks around in the 8-foot. You only have to roll like half a foot and you'll be safe. So maybe a foot.
Yeah, and actually, I'm just looking here, and if you even hit nose, it's a tough double.
Yeah, nose would be good too. Guard would be in the way of the double. Probably still possible, but you'd have to throw down weight.
Yeah, it would be a tougher shot.
Last stone from Madison Kleiter.
Looks like she flipped that out a little bit and staying out there, but alright.
It's not the ideal roll. Just about leaves the double as easy as it could be, but still has to be made.
Yep, looks like nose hit will get the deuce for Kessel. And talking about Kessel, I'm just going to do a quick info on her. So her first name is Elizabeth. Her nickname is Skipper, and I think I can figure out how she got that nickname. She's first year university for education at U of R, so University of Regina, and she's been curling for 12 years.
She made a double in the second end to get 2. Will she be able to do it again? It's looking good.
It's looking really good. Nose hit will get it.
What are they? Oh, it's got a curl.
Gotta go. Oh, I think she just got it.
Yeah, looks like it is too red. Gonna take a second look. They overswept that just a bit, but I think they still made it.
It's for sure one, and they're just looking at those 2 back rocks there. Looks like they might do a measure.
Yeah, from this angle, it looks like it's going to be 2. But you can always be fooled by just looking at the camera.
Yeah. All right.
It is red. So another double made for another deuce in the 4th end.
Good job by Kessel.
At Viterra, we believe in the power of connection. Our world-leading agriculture network connects producers and consumers to supply top-quality food ingredients each and every day. Our team takes great pride in working closely with farmers to help feed the world. It's something we've been doing for over 100 years. And as an industry leader, we're dedicated to playing a critical role in meeting the needs of a growing world. Because together, we're stronger and achieve more.
There's no doubt running any kind of farm comes with day-to-day challenges. We built a new facility 2 years ago. Technology has totally revolutionized dairy farming. Sask Milk gives us the tools to provide high quality standard of milk, making sure our equipment is all well taken care of, make sure that those animals are housed and cared for appropriately. They continue to push us with their standards to make sure that it just gets better and better.
Saskatchewan, you know SaskTel because we're everywhere. Because being everywhere keeps us connected to you. With SaskTel sponsorships, we get to be part of your community. We're here with you and we're here for you. It's easy to get started. All you need to do is apply. SaskTel cares. Always has, always will. To apply for sponsorship, visit sastel.com/sponsorships.
Back here in the fifth end. Nice deuce there by Team Kessel. Go up 4-2 against probably the favorite, I think it's safe to say, Madison Kleiter. If she wins this game, it'll be her 4th time at a Canadian Juniors. It's very impressive.
Yes, it is. Even back-to-back championships is impressive, but to make it 4, that's a really good accomplishment. I'm just waiting for an update on the men's. I know there was a really good shot made. It could have been 2, possibly 3, and that would have been for Team Eid. I'll just give you an update once I figure that out. Well, looks like it's 3 for Team Eid that they got in the 4th end to make it 5-2.
Send is pretty simple to start. Just open house, 1 rock in there. In all likelihood, if all the shots are made, we'll wind up with a blank here. Both teams would be happy with a blank. Kessel being up by 2, any blank end is lessens the opponent can score in. And Kleiter's okay taking hammer into an even end, of course.
That's right. All right, so while this end is taking place, I'm just going to do one more player info. It's not really a player, it's the coach. It was my idea to get the players to give us some information on the coach here. And this one, I had to save the best for last. So it is Coach Garnet Zamek. I hope I said that right. His nickname I love is Grumpy Old Coach. He coached for many, many years since the dawn of time. Another curling nicknames he has is Bernie Sanders and Sleeping Beauty, because he once fell asleep and missed a timeout. So that's how he got nicknamed Sleeping Beauty, which I loved that. So I'm hoping the team, if they look back at this game and they hear my commentating about their coach, that they'll enjoy it. Both teams are exchanging hits for this end.
Looks like that one rolls just into the edge of the house. Be forced to hit it.
I can't tell if that other yellow one is just outside of the house or not. I can't tell.
Yeah, my guess is it's just outside. But we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, because that would definitely change how they play this end.
Corner guard is called, so yeah, that rock must not be in the house. Otherwise, they would most likely be splitting the rings.
Yeah. I just want to do a big shout out to all of the sponsorships that we've had for the Curling Rink and for this event. Without all these sponsorships that we have, these events would not be possible. And I just want to thank all the sponsorships. As you see on the Curling Ice, we have S3, we have Pluis Automotive Group, we have Nigel Yard Supplies. Like I said, all of those sponsorships, this event wouldn't happen because of you. So thank you for all the sponsorships for that. And there's also Winmore, Trinity, Biochem. That's another big company that's sponsoring us.
Sasktel,
yes, and Viterra, SGI. Nutrition, Egg Solutions. That's another big sponsorship. Thank you so much. Innovation Credit Union.
So the corner guard is thrown up, and I believe it was a peel attempt that missed, or I got distracted for a second. Maybe it was a draw that went through. I'm not sure, but either way, if a draw under this corner now for Team Kleiter, a good chance to score two.
Very good shot. I think they can maybe see a sliver of that one, but not enough to stay around the house if they go for it. Keep the shooter around.
Yeah, you can either just concede the deuce and play the peel here, or attempt to freeze, but you got to be very precise with that.
Oh, for sure. You gotta make
We
sure
have
you.
seen.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, we have seen lots of this spot in I think 2 ends ago. It curled really hard with a nice down weight, so it might be there to get close to nose and still take the rock out.
For sure. Don't further out to the board here will be a little bit more frost, so it will tend to curl a little bit more with the frost. Oh, looks like the option to go with just the draw.
Yeah, once you sit down in the hack, that shot probably looks a lot less desirable, and the freeze feels way easier.
Yeah, a different point of view being at the hack versus being at the house.
So if you get this just right, you should be able to be shot. Either sit on the corner of it or a small bump.
Yeah, looks like it's just being a little bit heavy.
Yeah, it goes into the back of the house.
Okay, that gives Kleiter the opportunity to draw around and force Kessel to get one here.
Yeah, they're talking about. Well, Kleiter has hammer.
Oh, Kleiter, sorry. Yes.
So they're talking about either drawing behind the guard, chance of getting three, or drawing to the open side. I think personally, I would absolutely draw behind the guard here. Really good chance to get three.
Oh, yes, that's what I would do. Draw behind the guard and put a lot of pressure on Team Kessel.
Drawing open like almost guarantees a deuce, but They just threw the straw, so they should have a good idea of how it's running. Should
Yeah.
be close here.
Just stick to what you know.
And even if your back house back froze into that red one, it's still pretty good.
Right. Looks like they threw a little bit inside, so the sweepers are really taking it. They kept it straight. Now it just depends where it lands.
Yeah, it's a really good spot.
Very good spot. No double available there.
They might have just enough of that yellow to do the double across the face, but it's tough and you're risking. I think that might be the call. Like the only other shot is to try to draw behind that top 8 stone and kind of sit on the side of the rock on the tee line.
Yeah.
I think you have to play the hit, and if you only get one out, you only get one out. Still,
Yeah,
could be
it's
worse.
a tough shot regardless here.
I think they have just enough of that rock to make the double, but it might jam too. Is the other thing? It might jam on that back red.
The back red, yeah, that's what I was looking at too, but it all really depends on how they hit it. They're definitely taking their time on this one. Yeah, while they're just debating what to do in this next shot in their timeout, I just wanted to give some information out on what's happening with Swift Current this next curling season coming November. We are I spoke again last feed that we are hosting the Mixed Nationals in November here, and that's going to be a huge event, very similar to the women's curling we had in 2016. And we have no set date for tickets yet, but it's going to be a great event here at the curling club. In 2016, we had it at the hockey rink right beside us, but this year will be all located here at the curling club, and eventually we'll be looking for a lot of volunteers. So if anyone would like to volunteer, please keep an eye out on that, because we'll set out a time for you to sign up, which will be a great event to volunteer for, because it'll be a good opportunity to meet new people, meet the teams eventually, and to show your community support.
Final shot here, and I believe they settled on the draw. I don't mind this call either. Both are tough, so. Well, it's heavy, but they also don't want to be on the top one, which they are.
I think, they just racked on the top one there.
Yeah, even if it got by, it probably would have drifted to the back 12, so couldn't do much with that stone. It's going to be they are shot though, but it's an open hit to score 3 for Madison here.
Yes. A 3 is huge for Team Kleiter. Okay.
Sweepers aren't touching it yet,
No.
but now they start cleaning and now they start
Well,
sweeping. It should be nice.
yeah, looks like it's going to be a nose hit for 3 here. All right.
Score is 5-4 for Team Kleiter. We'll join you again after the fifth end break.
Imagine being able to stream every curling game from every sheet from any event, be it your Wednesday league game, bonspiel, or corporate event. Curling Stadium offers an all-inclusive streaming solution featuring high-quality cameras, ease of use, great reliability, and minimal installation. Offering your sponsors customizable ad space on your streamed curling games and being able to sell video packages to your corporate events for increased revenue. With Curling Stadium, you can stream to any device, be it your mobile phone, tablet, or computer. Push the feed to your desired platform, be it Facebook, YouTube, or any other social media. Curling Stadium is simply the way forward. Where it's commonplace in other sports to televise every game, we want to do the same. Curling is a global sport, and it's time it gets the coverage it needs. Make your curling club the next Curling Stadium.
I came to Val Marie to see where my mother was born, and it turns out she lived along the Northwest Mounted Police Trail.
So every morning, my mom would get up, and that's the view she would have, 70 Mile Butte. Named that because it's halfway between Wood Mountain and east end of Cypress Hills, and that's the police patrol line. And she will walk that line to school, to Val Marie, every day.
What I know for sure is that whenever I need to step back and take a look at the bigger picture, this is where I come. Here, you can see more than 20 kilometers in every direction. I came for the homestead, but the butte brought me home.
So the unique thing about Stringham is, although we've grown, we still maintain the small town law feel.
And it's important to Stringham to go into those communities, to provide those high-level legal services to our community members, and to live in those communities, to support those communities, and to help those communities grow and thrive.
CURLSASK is proud to announce Friday, January 27th as the Affinity Credit Union Curling Day in Saskatchewan. We reached out to Saskatchewan for help with creating a new t-shirt design for this special day. We received over 20 submissions from people all over the province. But there could only be one winner. Congratulations to Amy Fredette from the Estevan Curling Club. CURLSASK is so excited to use this design for our Provincial Day of Curling on January 27th.
Today, online bullying is more common than ever, but there is help. SaskTel wants to solve this problem. It's why they created Be Kind Online. If you're a victim of online bullying or know someone who is, or even if you just want to stop it from happening to anyone, this is a place to learn what you can do. You can find lots of tools and tips to help you stand up to cyberbullying. Be Kind Online is a place to learn how to stay safe as well, to learn best practices and plans to stop cyberbullying before it even has a chance.
Sometimes curling just isn't as fun as it can be on the Nintendo Switch. With up to 4 players per console, you can enjoy curling with your friends and family anywhere, anytime. Let's play curling. Available now only on Nintendo Switch.
We're back here. 6th end after the 5th end break. Madison Kleiter scored a big 3 in the 5th end.
Yeah, and I just want to do an update on the men's game that's going on just a couple sheets from us. In the last end here in the 5th, Team Bryden was just a little bit short on his draw, which resulted in a steal of 3 for Team Ede. So that resulted in the score being 8-2 for Team Ede over Team Bryden.
Wow. This game, on the other hand, is much closer still. Can go anyone's way.
Yeah, there's been a lot of great shots being made on the men's team. Like I said, just that unfortunately short draw that resulted in the steal 3 that really put it to a one-side game right now. But there's still a lot of half a game to be played over there, so anything can happen.
Yeah, with 10 end games, there's lots of chances to come back, that's for sure.
Yep. And while we're still the first couple of rocks into the 6th end here, I just wanted to do a big shout out to Chris Haggard and his team, his staff and volunteers for putting on such a great event here in Swift Current. A lot of time and effort has been put into place to make this event happen. And I just wanted to do a quick shout out to him. These past couple of years, when Chris was GM, he put on a lot of different events happening, such as the men's curling event that we had big names such as Kevin Curry and Nicholas Adine, who won this year's men's bonspiel, and also the women's teams like Trinazzoni and Team Gents from Germany who came, and other teams from Italy that came here. Just wanted to give, that was also a big event, and we're hoping to have them all back next year and the years to follow.
Yeah, I'd love to come out to the Swift Current, the IG Wealth Management Western Showdown that you're talking about. Looks like a
Yes,
really
it's
fun event with tons of super strong teams.
oh yeah, we've had a lot of big names come by, and we keep on trying to make it bigger with a lot more big names. And the biggest thing is that the players, they want to come back because they have so much fun and have a good time, and you get to take the time to talk to them. Like Nicholas Dean, as you know, they're gold medalists, and even though Nicholas Dean was injured and went back to Sweden, his team came here and we had a signing session with them and took autographs and pictures with them. And I think they would like to come back and they have to defend their title because they won it. And
Yeah, they have
then
to come back now, right?
they have to come back. And Team Trinazori, they won the ladies OBC Dominion Securities Bronze Bureau, and same thing. I told them that they would have to come back and defend their title. So hopefully they do next year, and hopefully we have a better turnout because now that we're back to the stage where we have very little or no restrictions, hopefully more people will come out and support our teams and support our curling rink and community.
Ooh, Scar's got to stop curling. And I think just stopped in time to not leave a hole. Or if
Yep.
there is, it's very small.
I think that's end up in a good spot there. Looks like Kessel is opting to clean up the front of the house a little bit, which isn't a bad idea, knowing that she has hammer.
Ooh, are they? Oh, maybe they are trying to go through the hole. They're going to touch the top one, though. Get the double peel. How deep is that one going to go? Yes, it'll
I
go
think
straight
that was,
through.
yeah, I was going right through.
It's good.
Yeah, cleans it up for Team Kessel. Looks like Team Kleiter is going to replace that one guard. Line looks pretty good. Very good shot.
Just a straight peel called here.
Definitely trying to keep this straight so she doesn't nose hit the rock. And again, looks like Team Kleiter is putting up the guard again. I know for Team Kessel, they'll have to eventually change how they make call this next couple of rocks here.
Probably open enough to make a play on it. Wouldn't you say, Drake?
I believe so. I think I say we throw about hack weight so you can get enough curl and get the inside roll behind that yellow one that was just put up. try to generate a 2 here, if anything. She threw good hack away, just have to let it curl. And very nice shot.
Yeah, rolls nicely.
Yeah, right behind the goal, and that's making Team Kleiter think a little bit here what they want to do. That yellow guard's pretty long. They should be able to get to it and tap it in the open. But it looks like they're taking a timeout. One option they can do is they can go to that hole on the side that they're on and hit enough of that red and roll behind all those corner guards that are present right now.
Yeah, I like this. I like that call. It seems like that is what they're playing.
Definitely puts the force in play if they make this. And I find that the ice towards the center line has been pretty consistent right now, so I think they know what type of ice and weight they need. Kind of flipped it out a little bit, but
yeah, it's hanging out. I don't think they're gonna be able to. Yeah, they just bump it a bit. Shooter rolls through the house, and that red one is still mostly buried.
yes, definitely a chance for Kessel to get a couple back.
Where do they go with this? They could go out turn draw behind the center line. They could also play an out turn draw really wide between those two red ones and kind of end up behind that yellow corner guard in the end. But the ice would be pretty unpredictable out there.
Yeah, there's a couple of options you can do for sure. Depends if you want to have the guards in play or play on the outside and go for your dudes that way. It's completely what they're most comfortable with, and I think that's what they're talking to their coach about. What's best for them. Like I would be in favor on coming around the yellow center guard as well, but it is quite out there, so Team Kleiter could come around and play it, but it always depends on what they want to do, because they definitely have to go for 2 in this position.
Okay, they're thinking intern, and they're going to stay top 12 rather than going behind their own rock.
Yeah, if they get no, yeah.
They have to make sure the line is good here, that it's lined up right on the nose. Otherwise, if there's some sort of overlap, then Madison Kleiter might just ignore them and draw behind everything. It'd be hard to get rid of.
Oh, for sure. This is a very big key shot for them, especially having Hammer. Staying out there a little bit, but we'll see once it crosses the hog line here. Starting to come a little bit more.
It's a pretty good spot.
That's a very good spot. I don't think they can get enough of it to get the double.
Very definitely no double. And I don't think there's much of a draw behind either. You could maybe, but yeah, I think it's a safe call. Is just kill one of these reds, let them have their deuce, and try to make something happen in the next end.
For sure. The only other option, which is quite aggressive and risky, is come with the other side and go behind those 2 red. But this one's being safe. Being
Yeah,
where they are now.
I think if you draw behind, you'd probably have to play the intern still. Because the outturn, and you're probably just going to put her right in the perfectly wrong spot for where those reds are lined up. But obviously with the intern, it's hard to draw behind a top 8 rock and be fully buried. So
Yeah, that is true. So taking one of these
considering
out,
it,
yeah. Either or, you can try to eliminate the scoring that Team Kessel can get, or be aggressive and try to steal one bet. Yeah, I'm thinking she's coming down and getting into point of view and not getting to see a whole lot of that red one. So
yeah, and now they're discussing which turn like we were. I don't know. I think I think I agree with their initial call. Just take one of those reds out. Let Team Kessel have their deuce. It's too risky to. If you don't get this perfect, you're just giving up at 3. So
giving the 3 back, yes.
It seems like that's what they decided on. Of course, this shot isn't the easiest shot either. That red one's still half buried at least.
Yeah, it's not a gimme. You definitely have to throw this clean. Staying out there a little bit, trying to make it curl a little bit.
Looks pretty good. Well played.
Yep, very good shot.
They roll to a spot where there's not such an easy draw, so probably just play the nose hit.
Nose
you can
hit
also
to get
roll. Yeah, you can also roll into your own rock. Like you could probably hit a quarter of that yellow with control weight and still be totally fine. So.
Yep.
Pretty big margin for error here.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to try to get an update on the men's game that's going on. I don't see who scored in the 6th, but I'll know shortly and I'll update everyone as I know.
Just curling on them. They got to go to keep it. And good sweep there. Secures the deuce in the 6th end. Big end there. Brings the lead back going into 7.
CURLSASK is proud to announce Friday, January 27th as the Affinity Credit Union Curling Day in Saskatchewan. We reached out to Saskatchewan for help with creating a new t-shirt design for this special day. We received over 20 submissions from people all over the province. But there could only be one winner. Congratulations to Amy Fredette from the Estevan Curling Club. CURLSASK is so excited to use this design for our Provincial Day of Curling on January 27th.
There's no doubt running any kind of farm comes with day-to-day challenges. We built a new facility 2 years ago. Technology has totally revolutionized dairy farming. Sask Milk gives us the tools to provide high quality standard of milk, making sure our equipment is all well taken care of, make sure that those animals are housed and cared for appropriately. They continue to push us with their standards to make sure that it just gets better and better.
After another deuce for Team Kessel in the sixth end, they take the lead, heading into 7.
Yeah, and for the men's team, I'm still trying to get an update on what happened in the 6th, but I will let you guys know once I find out.
So this end's looking similar to 2 ends ago, where it was wide open, but then by a couple misses, Team Kleiter ended up getting a 3. So
yes,
I'm sure we won't see that happen again.
Yeah, well, I know there's been almost every end's been multiple point scores, but there's been a couple of really good shots made by both teams to get those ends scored.
Ooh, another flash in the open end, but this time for the other team. And now it's going to be a fight to get that blank back alive. You're going to have to make a double at some point.
Looks like this is going behind the tee line.
Double's pretty thin, so I'm just going to do a hit and roll to start with. Wait for a better opportunity.
Yeah. How much is this going to go? We'll see.
Stays in the house. That's good. After hitting this stone, there almost certainly will be a double. Even if you get it right on the nose, it'll be pretty flat, but I think there will be a chance to make it.
Right. Should come in nicely.
Bit of a roll in leaves the slash double, hit about 2/3 of the rock on the high side. Oh, no, coach recommends the hit and roll instead. I don't know if I agree with that. I actually like the double more.
Like the double more?
Yeah, like I guess with a hit and roll, you're like just kind of playing hope that the other team jams. I
That is
think,
true. Yeah. Try
yeah,
for the double and go for the blank going into the 8th, or be aggressive and try to go for your 2.
ooh, and I think they might have just stuck on the edge of the house. Hard to say.
My point of view, I'm looking, and I know I see some white, but it all really depends. It's tough to tell. So it looks like Kessel's looking to put a guard up. So I just got a quick update on the men's game. In the 6th end, Bryden got 1 to make it a 8-3 game for Team Eid. And they're playing in the 7th.
Out comes top 12. And you're going to see another hit and roll. I like this hit and roll more than the last one. This double is much harder. It's very long. You could I don't mind the double now too, but I think either shot here is playable.
Would you do the hit roll? Would you go hit the top 12 foot, and roll over so you have some backing in case Team Kessel makes a mistake?
I think you can hit the back one and stay shot, so I would probably hit the back one as they're doing. Hitting the top 12, it's unlikely that it's going to be a jam. There's so much separation there. You could play that too. But I don't know. I might just play the double again.
Yep.
To be honest.
Oh, there's all types of different options a team can play. So
looks pretty close. Yeah, it gets a nice roll. And I think they are a shot. So it's just high enough to stay shot.
Okay. Looks like Team Kessel's opting to freeze down to that yellow shot rock.
Yeah, I like this call too. Just bump it up, bump it a foot would be nice. Make sure you're sitting 2. But if you're dead frozen, that's just as good.
And that looks pretty good. Just gotta make sure the weight's there. It's coming around nicely. Good shot to put that yellow one as 3rd shot and lay 1st and 2nd.
Yep, great shot there.
Yep, very good shot by Team Kessel.
The freeze is called here.
And I got a quick update on the men's. The 7th end is done, and looks like Team Bryden stole 1 to make it a 8-4 game, it looks like.
Now they got to steal 5 more points.
Anything can happen. It's
Absolutely. They got the first one.
Yes, with 3 ends to play, so just
nice shot there by Chantal Hogue. Gets sitting back 4. Now starting to look like we're not looking for a blank anymore. We're trying to get 2. Is what Team Kleiter's thinking.
Yeah, they're exchanging freezes here, so it's a good strategy to try to, like I said, try to get at least 2 here to go into the 8th after this. And the one thing that Team Kleiter has to always keep in mind is that top red rock that's in the 12-foot that Kessel can keep on using it because it's a very good spot to promote.
This freeze comes back 12. Just going to leave an opportunity for Kleiter to sit 2 here. I like where she had her broom, right? Top 12, bury a quarter of it. Should take away the run back. And probably the only option after that would be a freeze right to the button, but or pick out the yellow rock. Either way, you're not happy playing that. It's important to keep this one top house now.
Top house, yes, that is
don't
correct.
Don't want to be back and leave the freeze again.
I like top 4-foot because then that eliminates any scoring area for the draw, and there's a possible jam if she has the rocks close together. Yeah.
Gotta go to get shot here. It looks like they will.
Do they have second shot? I can't
I think
tell.
I think they are second shot, but it did not bury at all. So there's a nose double here. Nose double, if you make that, then all of a sudden Madison's going to be shooting against 4 rocks.
Yes, and looks like they're eyeing that up right now. That'll put a lot of pressure on Kleiter.
Well, Elizabeth's made a few doubles this game so far. Let's see if she can make another one.
Yeah, she's been curling pretty good all day today, especially the game that she played earlier this morning against Kessel. Kessel makes this shot for the double. That will put a lot of pressure on Kleiter. Staying out there.
Yeah, just picks the one off the top. Good try, but leaves a draw for 2 now. Down the same path she just threw, and lots of backing.
For sure, yeah. And she knows what that spot is doing, so throw it clean and let her sweepers help her out. Last rock in the 7th here. Looks like they're just keeping it clean.
Heavy queen.
Which is usually a good sign.
Yeah, no doubt on that one. Team Kleiter punches back with a deuce of their own to take the lead back, heading into the 8th end. We'll catch you there. Back here in the eighth end, and it's been a really close game so far. Both teams have looked like they've been in control, and I have no idea which way this one's going to go.
Yeah, both teams are making a lot of great shots and taking opportunity on any missed shots that the other team has made, and that's resulted in a very good game, and it's going back and forth.
Two center guards to start off. Madison's happy about that, and they're going to try to bury one right off the bat. It's got to curl a lot, though.
It has been hanging out there quite a bit. Maybe a little bit straighter spot, or it's getting a little bit flat, so it's just staying out there. And I think that Kessel's going to try the hit and roll here. It's not too far of a roll that she needs to make, so very possible to make.
Considering leaving that red alone, drawn behind, and they do call that. Really want to get a steal here, it looks like.
Yeah, and I like this call. You want to... Oh, they're going to take a timeout, but I don't mind drawing around both center guards, if anything. Be a little bit on the aggressive side and try to at least steal one here in the eighth.
Switch to the hit. I think, yeah. I mean, you could play the draw. Nothing wrong with it, but I think I like the hit a bit more. It's a little bit early in the end to just leave a red rock alone. The force is totally fine here too. Roll looks pretty close.
That's a good attempt for the roll. Just didn't roll quite enough as much as what they wanted to, but overall, still good shot.
Yeah, probably gets about edge on edge. At least makes it hard for the other team to roll under.
It does. Even a nose hit on this shot is good. Just exchange color of rocks.
Yeah, nose hit, and top half of the rock will be hanging out of the rings, so Team Kleiter won't be able to nose and be in the house.
That's right. All right, so Kleiter electing to do the hit and roll, which is very feasible to do right now.
Yeah, it's turning into one of those ends. Who can get the roll under first?
Almost seems like it. Trying to make it curl a little bit. But Looks like it's nose hit.
Yeah, this doesn't get in the house, so now they have the option. Oh, appeal.
Oh, this is an interesting call. I thought she would definitely try to come around both guards.
Yeah, I would certainly be drawing now. If you peel this top one off, then you just give the other team a free draw around. Of course, it's going to be around your own color, but
yeah,
you're trying to score 2 this end. I don't think you need a peel in this situation.
no, I would definitely go around the guard, but Kessel, she's just opting to go with the peel. All right, so yes, Kleiter, she's opting to go around the red guard here. Oh, now they're debating if they want to go around the corner yellow guard. Oh, now they're going.
Yeah, I think they just switched the turn up there in case they don't bury all the way. The hit and roll will be into the open rather than under the corner guard.
Yep.
If they don't bury it fully.
Weight looks a little light, so it should start cooling a little bit more. Right.
Another peel. We'll see. Okay, a coach is calling a timeout. Yeah, you have to draw around your own. Now you're drawing around your own color. Like, there's absolutely no reason not to draw here.
Yeah, this is a wise timeout by the coach. Try to get set up for a deuce or more. And last shot was just thrown on the men's team in the 8th end, and I'll just get an update once I find out.
Shots settles in a nice spot, just above the tee line, full 4 foot. And Madison calls the freeze.
Now for this shot, I want to make sure that you can see a little bit of your rock that you're just throwing, so you can take that red one out that was nicely thrown by Team Kessel before. Looks like a little short and result in the rack on the guard.
Yeah, it's too bad because now these center guards are overlapped, and after Tessa Silverside draws another rock in there, there's not going to be an easy run back. It could run the outside yellow in, but probably won't play that.
Looks like there's enough of a hole between those 2 yellow ones that you can maybe get that red one, but it's pretty tight. So depends where Kessel goes here.
Yeah, I think they'll try to if you leave it top 12, just leave it quarter open, kind of have a overlap with that back rock a bit. Yeah, right where her broom is now.
Yeah, I like that spot if she can get there without touching any guards.
Mm-hmm. It is a small port to draw through, though. You're right about that.
Mm-hmm. Another option would be drawing on the other side where you have a little bit more room to get around that red one.
Oh, this has got to curl a lot. Even if they just bump and roll and plug the hole, that's not bad. And that's what happens. And they have that run back available now. It's definitely not a bad result.
Yep. So Kleiter opting to go with the draw on the other side. And just an update on the men's. So we had another steal by Bryden to make it a 8-5 game with 2 ends to go.
There you go. They stole again.
They
Gotta keep doing
are
that.
they are clawing the way back. All right. If Kleiter can get around and probably top button, that would be a good shot.
Yeah, they would love to be shot here. Fully buried. Could be a good rock to steal.
Which definitely there.
It doesn't bury quite as much as they were hoping. It's also slightly deep.
Slightly deep. Yes, Kessel can come up to that one and tap it back a little bit and get shot rock with backing afterwards. So I'm thinking that's what she's doing.
Looks like it. Nice back 4, back 8 type of weight.
Yeah, that's all the weight she really needs for this type of shot. I'm just trying to find the ice to go with that weight is key. I think it's going to be close to that red guard.
This looks pretty nice. Yep, good shot. Kills the stone. There's hit and roll here.
There's definitely a hit and roll you can get behind, and very tough to get that one out then.
Yeah, if this is made, we'll probably see a run back on that red guard off on the left side into the house. Be the only way to get 2.
Yeah, they're just debating what type of ice they need and what type of weight. Yeah, this end's been a lot of different weight controlled shots, which makes the end a lot more exciting for the fans to watch, because the more rocks in play, I find the better for the fans to watch versus an open game.
Yeah, absolutely. I notice even when I'm doing commentary and it's a wide open end, I start kind of forget. I'm not really paying too close attention, but once we get situations like this, I can't take my eyes off the screen.
Oh no, it makes the game a lot more exciting to watch, and that brings the crowds.
Oh, I wonder what happened there, because she hit it wider than she wanted, but it also probably didn't have the weight she wanted. So now there's going to be a shot at 3 here. Just hit it 3/4 on the high side with, you don't have to throw too hard. Hack weight would be good. Or just the same weight she just threw on her last one even.
Yeah, she just has to go on the high side with good backline weight. That's all she needs. Doesn't need to overthrow it. Just as long as she doesn't overcurl and jam on the red one that she just threw, she still get 2.
Yeah, even if that happens, it should be a 2. So good opportunity here. Last down by Elizabeth Kessel. Just got to curl up, stick around, and this looks pretty good. Yeah,
very nice shot for 3.
The roaring game. We all love it, but sometimes curling just isn't as fun as it can be on the Nintendo Switch. Don't get stuck in your curling club this year. Learn the game inside and out. Play for your favorite country and take the curling world by storm. With up to 4 players per console, you can enjoy curling with your friends and family anywhere, anytime. Let's play curling. Available now only on Nintendo Switch.
Imagine being able to stream every curling game from every sheet from any event, be it your Wednesday league game, bonspiel, or corporate event. Curling Stadium offers an all-inclusive streaming solution featuring high-quality cameras, ease of use, great reliability, and minimal installation. Offering your sponsors customizable ad space on your streamed curling games and being able to sell video packages to your corporate events for increased revenue. With Curling Stadium, you can stream to any device, be it your mobile phone, tablet, or computer. Push the feed to your desired platform, be it Facebook, YouTube, or any other social media. Curling Stadium is simply the way forward. Where it's commonplace in other sports to televise every game, we want to do the same. Curling is a global sport, and it's time it gets the coverage it needs. Make your curling club the next Curling Stadium.
Sometimes curling just isn't as fun as it can be on the Nintendo Switch. With up to 4 players per console, you can enjoy curling with your friends and family anywhere, anytime. Let's play curling. Available now only on Nintendo Switch.
Big 3 in the 8th end there. Bit of a mistake not making sure that they were killing that rock on the last shot there by Madison. But they've gotten a 3 of their own this game, so and
yeah,
with
for
corner
sure.
guard up, we're definitely gonna see some action.
Yeah, and just a couple rocks left in the men's game. Brighton is making a big comeback. He had a couple rocks left in the 9th, and with a couple rocks in play, but he does not have Hamill as Team Ede does. So it'll be interesting to see what happens in the next few shots here for them, and I'll keep you guys up to date on that.
Yeah, I always find it hard in these long 10-end games to if you get an early lead right off the bat, it's so hard to hold that lead over such a long game.
It does. Just a couple ends makes a big difference if you're getting the right hits and rolls. And
Straw around the corner doesn't quite bury all the way, so it's just going to be taken out.
looks like she'll go and get a hit over a little bit. Okay, this is Kleiter's opportunity to get the hit and roll behind her own yellow guard. Now is Kessel opting to get the hit and roll behind the red one.
So there have been no steals so far this game. It's generally a pretty good indicator that the teams are playing well, especially the skips have to be making their last shots to not be giving up a steal.
Yeah, both skips have been shooting very well when it comes to having last rock. Definitely getting multiple point ends.
Looks like there's a bit of an issue with the time clock. That red clock was running for an extra 15 or so seconds, and it should have been. And the coaches noticed that. Probably see some seconds added back on once they get that sorted out.
Yes, the officials will definitely make the attempt to fix that.
I can hear some in the background walkie-talkie going off. Is that the umps talking to each other about the clock?
Yes, that's exactly what's going on here.
Really nice shot there. Hit and roll. Staying frozen.
Yeah, I like that where the yellow's positioned right now. That was not moving unless the red one's going. And that's exactly what Kleiter needs, especially with Hammer. That one's staying out there quite a bit. Looks like it's light and
And it looks like they might have left the hole. I think they'll be able to hit and roll in both of those yellows. The one that's frozen should flop under the corner guard, and their shooter should flop under the center guard if they get it right.
right, yeah. There's that option, or there's just the option of drawing into the top 4 foot and then leaving that yellow one where it is because it's frozen right now. Don't want to unfreeze it too early.
Yeah, they could wait for a shot or two if they wanted to. If they really wanted to get aggressive, really push for a three. Do decide to play the hit though.
Yep. It already depends where these rocks end up. Could be sitting pretty good after this.
It doesn't quite curl enough. It was a small port to get through. It's not bad though. It opens up the center. You're still sitting frozen.
Okay, so going with the guard again. Yeah, I don't know if the guard would be in my favor. Like I would try to unfreeze that yellow one if I could, just so Kleiter can't get another one in there and have two rocks frozen to that red one.
Yeah, you could bump it back. You could, I think, with the angle, and it's not quite dead frozen. You could also just blast it out of there, but then you're leaving Team Kleiter with a free draw around either the red or the yellow guards. So
yeah, looks like Kleiter is going with the hit again.
yeah, similar shot to the last one. Bigger hole now though.
I think she popped it out just a tiny bit, so it should run pretty straight.
It's got a curl. It will get off that one. Doesn't roll the shooter. It actually might have curled a bit more than they wanted to. So that yellow stays in the hole. Still a good shot though.
Good shot. I don't think there's a double available, so.
No, not at the moment.
All right, and just an update. The men's game is officially called, and it looks like Team Eid is victorious.
Yes, congratulations to them. You can find them. They're qualified now for the 2023 New Holland Canadian Junior Men's Championship in Quebec. March 25th to April 2nd. So keep an eye out for that.
Yes, very good game by Team Eid. Even though give credit to Team Bryden for trying to claw their way back, it was just too much for Team Bryden to come back for the win. But congratulations to Team Eid.
Yeah, and watching them play, they really do seem like a top tier junior team. But I said men's because I think once they're in men's, they have a bright future ahead of them. They definitely look like they knew how to curl.
Yeah, I watched them a couple games, and they were all playing very well. Especially the skip, he was making a lot of key shots.
Timeout called now. Nice hit and roll on that last shot by Elizabeth. Not shot, but it's in a perfect spot. Impossible to remove, and very easy short run back possibility on her last. And yeah, Madison's just gonna have to draw around this top 12 rock and sit 2.
Yes. Weight looks a little hard coming from a hand, but could come down. Oh, there it starts getting its go, so it should come down a lot quicker.
Yeah, that's a nice shot there. And there's a couple options. They could play a freeze on that one that was just thrown, or they could play that short run back and maybe that red. I don't know if they can hit it thick enough to get that red spinning back towards the center line and getting shot. Probably not.
Yeah, it's tough to tell where I'm at, but either or, you have to. It's a tough shot. What they want to do.
We're looking at the freeze. We could also like this is probably the best shot if they make it. But I'd be leaning towards just making sure one of these yellows disappear because you give up a 2 and you're tied coming home with hammers. So
yeah, the draw shot is the easier shot of them all. The run back, it's a little bit more difficult having the right weight versus the ice that you take. I know that Kessel, she's been pretty consistent on her draw, so I think that's what she's most comfortable throwing.
final stone for Elizabeth Kessel. Sweepers Maya Silverside and Hannah Rugg, and holding the broom, third position is Tessa Silversides. So it's got to sit down, but the last one did, so I think it'll get there.
Well, it's starting to come now. It looks pretty good. Good shot to lie first.
Yeah, they're first and third. They bumped that yellow one back so that they're sitting third shot as well. So I don't. I mean, there's a super thin double for 3, but I don't believe that's worth taking on. Just gonna try to tap back and get 2 here, I think.
Yeah, I'm thinking of Kleiter does the exact same shot that Kessel did. She can maybe get 2. It depends how that red one jams. I think she can get it.
Yeah, she'll be able to make the shot for 2. And it seems to curl pretty good here.
Yep. Like we said previously, both skips have been shooting very good when it comes to hammer, getting multiple scored ends. We only had the first end, which was just a single point, and every other end was Well, I guess we had one single point in the third, but every other end was multiple, 2 or more. That shot is on its way.
Ooh, this is curling. Oh, it is going to over curl. Hopefully you don't make anything too bad happen here with this. Okay. So it is a steal of 1. Could have been worse, though. For a second there, I thought it might ricochet in and give up a steal at 2.
Yeah, I think she was just a touch inside on that shot.
But that gives Team Kessel a big advantage heading into the final end. Up 3.
So the unique thing about Stringham is, although we've grown, we still maintain the small town law feel.
And it's important to Stringham to go into those communities, to provide those high-level legal services to our community members, and to live in those communities, to support those communities, and to help those communities grow and thrive.
CURLSASK is proud to announce Friday, January 27th as the Affinity Credit Union Curling Day in Saskatchewan. We reached out to Saskatchewan for help with creating a new t-shirt design for this special day. We received over 20 submissions from people all over the province. But there could only be one winner. Congratulations to Amy Fredette from the Estevan Curling Club. CURLSASK is so excited to use this design for our Provincial Day of Curling on January 27th.
Starting off the 10th end here, we have a corner guard thrown up by Team Kleiter. And Team Kessel is going to throw 2 rocks into the forefoot here.
Yeah, just that missed opportunity by Team Kleiter being a little short and not getting the one that's leaving Kessel to steal the one in the 9th.
Yeah, I think that might be the first time this game that a last shot of the end was missed.
Yeah, which is very rare, but that just shows how good both of these teams are playing. And you know what? It just comes down to that one miss can make a big difference.
Second corner guard coming up now. It's a bit high, a bit close to the center line. Might be getting in the way of things a little bit, but still usable.
It is. Yeah, I just want to do one more big shout out to all of our sponsors that we have for this event, such as S3 Group and SaskTel and SGI and Viterra and Bitrix, and also Nitro Yard Supplies, Plus Automotive Group Inc., Windmar, Innovation Credit Union, Affinity Credit Union, all those supporters. Without them, we wouldn't have big events for all of our curlers. And so I just want to do another big shout out to all of them. Thank you to the curling club and also all of the teams and their sponsorships.
Just gonna try a hit and roll here and make possibly a double instead. It's good. That rock's not easy to. I mean, you could just rip it out, but what are they thinking? A draw around the center guard here? Is that what the call was?
Yeah, I didn't really catch that. For me, if I was Kessel, I would definitely try to keep this end as clean as possible. You don't want to give Kleiter any chance to use your rocks to their advantage, especially being 3-up.
Yeah, there's definitely two ways to play it. One way is just peel everything in sight and just run the opponent out of rocks. Another way is to just play your own aggressive self and make the opponent make lots of really tough shots. Seems like that's what they're going for. So now, sure, there's rocks in play, but yeah, Team Kleiter's gonna have to be making all sorts of run backs and tough hit and rolls, hack weight shots.
Yeah, right now they can. Looks like they're trying to clean it up a little bit, but because they're down by 3, I would definitely try to use the Kessel's rocks to their advantage. You can do a draw around, or they can even use that one yellow rock that's on the side there. They can run that back eventually.
It's a good shot. Kills 2 reds, rolls 1 into the house. Oh, I did not flip the camera. I was looking at the other screen. It's a good result, though.
All right, so Kessler's going for the takeout here. That rock is right in the center line. There it comes.
Makes the hit, rolls out of play. Now with 4 stones left, you've got to be in the house in pretty much all of these shots. It'll bump and roll. Don't necessarily have to take this rock out of the house. Just move it back.
No, you don't.
Scoring zone a bit.
No, even a freeze down to it, so you can use the red rock to your advantage. That's being down by 3.
Too.
Yeah, freeze with only 4 rocks remaining for you. You got to make sure that all 3 of these 4 rocks are in the house. Looks like it's staying out there, but it should come with this weight. Here it comes.
Yeah, it doesn't roll too far. It's still very hittable.
Yeah, Kessel just needs to come down and take this one out, and then it'll be down to the last 3 rocks for Kleiter that she'll need to make in the house, and hope for a couple misses by Kessel.
Yeah, this one yellow corner guard might be splittable, but it should be splittable. It won't be easy, though.
Yeah, you're right on that.
Nice shot there. Kills that yellow. The hit and rolls the call again. Got to make sure you're rolling buried at all costs here, obviously.
Yeah, Yeah, they're definitely trying the shot. Another shot that they could have done would just draw down to that one corner freezer, and then that would make Kessler attempt to take that the yellow rock out more difficult. But ends up being a good shot.
Nice shot. Yeah, coach called a timeout. I think you just want to peel off the center yellow guard that's covering one that was just thrown.
Right.
So you make a peel on this shot, and then you take out that yellow on your next shot.
Yeah.
Most likely you'll have 1 or 2 rocks in the rings, and there won't be a split opportunity. So you should just be winning.
Yeah, I like the yellow rock that's close to the center line, and then that will open up the one yellow that's in the house, and then you just have to take that one out. And then that's it. And then your red rock will stay there, and then that split that you were talking about earlier
won't be able to play it.
Won't be able to do it. Yeah, exactly.
It's not what they do though. They're doing. I'm not sure what they're doing, honestly. Some sort of draw or guard. I'm not sure about.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they're doing this shot. Being up a 3, you would think that they would take that yellow center line off, but
yeah, you just got to count the rocks. They only have to take 1 more rock out in the house.
Exactly.
2 shots to do it.
Looks like she's going to be just short of the house here. Trying to go with that shot rock.
Yeah, we could honestly just see a freeze here. Even though they won't be shot, they're going to have lots of options for game time.
For sure. What I can see right now is this would be more like a setup shot, kind of corner freeze onto that red one, and then you have that corner yellow one that's on the side there that you can run back for your last shot.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm seeing.
Yeah, I think I agree with that. Just play corner freeze here.
Yep, you got to think a couple shots ahead. So corner freeze on that red one, and then see what Kessel does on her last one, then that will result in what you do on your last one. Two key shots coming up right now.
Based on the broom placement, they might be calling to bump this out and roll. Even getting just to the nose is good too.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
Yeah, I think that's what they're calling, which you can't afford to roll out. You have to get your rocks in.
Yeah, you have to get at least nose here. It's not easy. When they got to go hard.
Curling.
Maybe roll something in. Not quite.
I don't think that allows Kleiter to attempt to get 3. Kessler doesn't have to throw a last shot.
Yeah, I think the only shot here is a 1 in a million shot is where those 2 yellows are, those 2 corner yellows. You hit about an inch, maybe even less than an inch of that top one with peel weight, redirects your shooter into the red one, and then that other yellow gets bumped into the house. That's about a 1 in a million shot. I think. I don't think they're guarding it though. I think they're just guarding the rock, but there's no point of guarding the rock because that's only ever going to be a shot for 2, obviously.
No, I think the best shot to do is just throw it to the boards, and it's a very tough shot for Kleiter to get 3.
Yeah, I would either guard that shot that I outlined, or you could just throw it away. I mean, that's nearly impossible. I don't, or you could just throw one into the house, but then maybe you set something up easier. So that's probably not the way to go.
Yeah. Regardless, it's a very tough shot for Kleiter to get 3.
Yep. Looks like they are guarding that actually. If they have a rock there where her broom is, that would stop the shot that I was talking about. And if it stops, and it does.
Good shot. Don't think there's enough separations of those 2 yellows to get across and to have a third one in there as well.
Yeah, they were looking at what I was saying, but I think that red one's probably in the way now, and
yeah,
I don't really see anything else to try, so might as well.
I don't see anything as well. That was a good shot by Kessel. I just want to give a big shout out for you. Thank you for allowing me to accommodate with you on this final game, and
thanks for joining me.
Yeah, you bet. It's been a good time and great curling by both teams on this final game here.
See if Madison can make some magic happen. Otherwise, I think we're gonna have the young Team Kessel qualifying for Canadians. Very, very impressive game by them.
Yes, they played very well these past couple games, and this whole weekend actually they've been playing very well. And I was just I was happy that I got some of the insight on all the players that I could tell everyone about.
That'll be handshakes.
All right. Congratulations to Team Kessel.
Yeah, and we wish them good luck in their in Canadian juniors and their curling careers to come. Thank you everyone for joining us, and thank you for our sponsors, ice technicians, everyone that made this event happen.
All right, thank you for having me.
So the unique thing about Stringham is, although we've grown, we still maintain the small town law feel.
And it's important to Stringham to go into those communities, to provide those high-level legal services to our community members, and to live in those communities, to support those communities, and to help those communities grow and thrive.
Saskatchewan, you know SaskTel because we're everywhere. Because being everywhere keeps us connected to you. With SaskTel sponsorships, we get to be part of your community. We're here with you, and we're here for you. It's easy to get started. All you need to do is apply. SaskTel cares. Always has, always will. To apply for sponsorship, visit sastel.com/sponsorships.
Imagine being able to stream every curling game from every sheet from any event, be it your Wednesday league game, bonspiel, or corporate event. Curling Stadium offers an all-inclusive streaming solution featuring high-quality cameras, ease of use, great reliability, and minimal installation. Offering your sponsors customizable ad space on your streamed curling games and being able to sell video packages to your corporate events for increased revenue. With Curling Stadium, you can stream to any device, be it your mobile phone, tablet, or computer. Push the feed to your desired platform, be it Facebook, YouTube, or any other social media. Curling Stadium is simply the way forward. Where it's commonplace in other sports to televise every game, we want to do the same. Curling is a global sport, and it's time it gets the coverage it needs. Make your curling club the next Curling Stadium.